going on, lads and lasses? Welcome back to 100% Mags. And of course, at 10:30 this morning on Wednesday, Newcastle United have, of course, sacked Steve Bruce. And of course, finally we can move on under these brand new owners. I think they've seen, of course, the match on Sunday. They were there in attendance. And I think, that was enough to prove that Steve Bruce is not the guy to take Newcastle United forward. Yes, he will get his £8 million payoff. But they are saying that he has left with mutual consent. But of course, I think that's just to save face for Steve Bruce, to be honest, and he has been sacked. So he will get his £8 million payoff, which, at the end of the day, let him have it. I know he doesn't deserve it, but let him have it because we get so much more down the line. We're going to have the chance of having trophies now. We're going to have the chance of winning leagues. Of course, we were going to have that anyway because Steve Bruce wasn't going to be here for the remainder of the future. He would have eventually been kicked out of the club by the brand new owners because it did say that in the statement. Now, the reason, of course, behind him being kicked out, you've just got to look at the way he's managed Newcastle. In the past 3 seasons he's been here. 97 games, 47 losses in 97 games. That is absolutely pathetic as a manager that's had 1,000 games in the Premier League. He hasn't won anything neither in his 20 years as a manager. Of course, he won stuff as a player, but as a manager, he's absolutely won nothing in my knowledge on that one. I'd love to be corrected if he has down in the comments below, because to my knowledge, he hasn't ever won anything in the 20 years as a manager. And that just proves to me, that he was never the guy to take Newcastle United forward, and I've been saying that since day one, from the moment he came into the club to replace Rafa Benitez. And Rafa should have never left. Obviously, the reasons behind Rafa leaving were quite strong in the fact that he wasn't getting backing from the previous owner. And of course, if he had just waited it out, eventually, these brand new owners, Amanda Savely, Gaddafi, Rubens and PIF would have come in and they would have given him the backing that he wanted to take Newcastle United forward and build the project that he wanted to build at Newcastle. But now, unfortunately, he's at Everton, so I don't see him moving away from there. He has said himself that he would like to see out his contract at Everton as well, so I just don't see him moving away from there. But there is heavy links to players, to managers rather, in Paulo Fonseca, Lucius Favio, and of course Eddie Howe. And hopefully we can get somebody of a high caliber to come in and manage this club. Obviously, whoever comes in is probably going to only be an interim manager unless we can get the finished article of the manager in straight away, which would be absolutely fantastic if we could, because then that helps with just continue the build without having to change out the manager. Like we're seeing, with the likes of Man City's build, they had Mark Hughes at first, then they switched out to Roberto Mancini, then they switched out to Pellegrini, and then, of course, eventually brought Pep Guardiola in to continue the project on. Obviously, we would love, and I would absolutely love to have the manager who is going to be the finished article in from the off, because then that means we don't have to do what Man City did, and it doesn't disrupt the whole plan moving forward. But we'll have to wait and see who they bring in as the manager. But Steve Bruce is gone. He's got his £8 million payoff, and he'll probably be off back down to fucking the northwest or something, to his farm down there. And at the end of the day, I couldn't be arsed about him, to be honest. He's finally gone from the club. We don't have to speak about that cabbage being here anymore. We don't have to speak about the parasite being at the club neither anymore, because we've now finally got a brand new era at Newcastle United, a brand new clean slate to move forward with, and hopefully, we can have an absolute wild riding for all the good reasons this time under these brand new owners. But just looking at the way they celebrated the goal from Callum Wilson on Sunday, it just absolutely builds confidence in all of us Newcastle United fans, that we're in the right hands now. We're finally in the right hands of people that know what they're doing, people that know how to run a business, know how to run a football club. Of course, you've got Jamie Rubin in there, he was director of football at QPR, so he knows the insides of a football business, the insides of a football club as well, in how to move forward. And it's just going to be an absolutely amazing ride to see, after all them years of hurt that we've had to have as Newcastle United fans. And finally, we've got a chance to have our club back and move forward with a very bright black and white future. So we'll see what happens moving forward with that. But Steve Bruce has gone from Newcastle United. Also, there will be another video out today as well, and that's going to be, of course, the match preview for the Crystal Palace game. So watch out for that one, as I'm putting that video out today, as well as I'm going to be quite busy. So of course, that video is going to come out on the channel as well, so make sure to watch out for that one. Until next time, make sure to hit a like on this video, hit a like on the Palace video as well. Make sure to comment on both of them and also subscribe to the channel. And thank you as well once again to some more people that have subscribed to the channel. We're up to 618 subscribers now, so we're pushing further towards that 700 number. If we could get to the 1k subscribers by the end of this year, that would be absolutely fantastic. I know it's a huge gap to get to, but if we could get there, that would be absolutely amazing, and I would really appreciate it. And like I say, I don't take any of it for granted. It's absolutely amazing to see the support that's been shown to the channel over the last few months, and hopefully it continues. Till next time, I'll see you all there, and however lads.